I made diving my life for a little bit, even where it's that big a deal to me. I've taken all my nieces and nephews when they turned 12 with me to Roatan or other places in the world, to
Wow.
Socorro. I took 12-year-olds to Socorro. I mean, I took my kids when they were 10. They all got certified at Lake Norman Scuba. I've certified their friends. To me, that whole first breath thing, and it had to be pretty awesome. You just said it there. Your first breath after you came back, it gave you all those emotions again, and you're like, I
Oh
guess I
yeah.
can do this.
It was instant. I mean, it was as soon as I got underwater, took my first breath again, I was like, "Oh my God." And the guy's like, before he went under, he's like, "Okay, we're gonna do like mask clears and all that, and then do a tour around the pool, whatever." Okay, fine. And he knew my diving background, but I told him, I said, "Look, I haven't dove in like 27 years, right? So it's been quite a while." And I mean, I got under, I took my first breath, and I mean, it's like, oh my God, I was free. And we just scooted around the pool. And he said, "When's your flight leaving?" And I said, "Unfortunately, tomorrow." And he says, "I would have signed you out to go diving this afternoon if you wanted." I was so disappointed because I didn't actually get to do my first like open water dive again until like 6 months later, right? Because of the weather up here.
Oh, terrible. I know that you're like, no, but I mean, isn't that amazing? And mobility scooters now underwater. You know, I
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
I tore my Achilles earlier this year in February. I'm that guy. I'm an idiot. I didn't even know. I kept digging. I didn't find out till April, and so I'm just kind of dumb that way. Well, we had a tech dive planned this year with Lake Norman Scuba and a bunch of our friends. It's my 50th birthday this year, and Andrew and Danielle, we had this big tech dive planned, and they were teaching a class, and they needed a dive master to hit the standards, and
Yeah.
finding a dive master that's legal for tech diving also is a little more difficult. So he was like, can you tell me you can come, and will you be there? I said, absolutely. Well, the tech dive was like April 25th, and I found out I tore my Achilles April 15th. And I went,
Oh,
and I tore it in February, so I've just been living with it. So I looked and I go, dang it. I go, it's going to be a little hard to kick because they wanted me to, they had me in some braces that were immobile. And I go, Andrew and I both said, "Well, bring you one of the scooters." So I just had one of the scooters. I was dive master in a class with just a scooter, so I didn't have to kick with my left leg. It's amazing that how technology has made it even more accessible to everybody.
oh yeah. Yeah, it definitely is. And I mean, especially you've worked with paraplegics and stuff like that, which is awesome. I'm hoping to be able to afford to redo my instructors next year. And that's actually what I want to concentrate on is working with people doing scuba therapy in the pool a lot. And then working with mainly with people with disabilities and stuff, because a lot of instructors do not want to or do not have the patience.
Well, you're scared. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. You're nervous. Even though scuba diving, we learn to control some of our fears and to control but it's always upset. I have a very good friend that is a cerebral palsy. He's had it. Known him since he was 8 years old. He's 35 now. Young little fans of mine from Wisconsin, and I love these two kids to death. And I would love to put him in a snuba helmet and let somebody take him down in a snuba helmet, just like you said, just even in a pool, just the
Yeah.
therapy of that in the pool. And it would be such an amazing feeling to be able to do something like that with those people.